In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
(11-63) out of Newton County, Jason Stockstill, aggravated assault, 2 counts. Morning. Who is your lawyer, sir?
I'm the lawyer, sir.
Are you going to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
Public defender.
Okay, fill out an application and we'll call your case later. Okay. Dylan Jones, 16255, delivery of controlled substances. Are there any pretrial matters to take up?
Judge, I think there was going to be an amended information based on the state crime lab, and I don't know if I have that yet.
We have not filed the amended information yet, Your Honor, but we did receive the crime lab report. It was originally charged as a alleged delivery of substance that is not methamphetamine, but the crime lab report actually came back and says that it is. And so the state will be filing an amended information to correct the charges. If we could have, if Mr. Jones needs to appear on December 16th to enter a not guilty to the amended information, we could do that.
No, I don't think so, Judge. We can just do, we could just reset the pretrial for that January date. We'll just do it then and take up the pretrial.
Okay. Pretrial on January 6th.
I should have the amended information filed next week.
Okay.
State versus Philip Millsap, 16184, possession of methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia.
We've got him on bond, Your Honor.
Okay.
We don't have a real good address, but we're kind of closing in on it. We could have some more time on it.
All right.
How much time would you like to have?
60, please.
Mine's going to request 60 days, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see, what would that be? February 3rd? Is that acceptable?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Very well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
16241, State versus Mark Mott, possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia.
Judge, I represent Mr. Mock. There are no issues to take up.
Okay.
Ben, I'm showing that we still need to provide discovery.
That's correct.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Leave it as scheduled.
Thank you, Judge.
16-233, State versus Tamara Napier, forgery and possession of a forgery device. Are there any pretrial matters to take up?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Looks like discovery's complete and there has been an offer made.
Free to go, ma'am. State versus Brandon Randall, 16-251. Breaking or entering, theft, other charges. Are there any pretrial matters we need to deal with?
Is Mr. Pasting representing them?
You are.
Judge, just a second. On Mr. Randall, we haven't received the discovery in this case,
Okay,
so I guess that would be a starting point.
all right.
I'm not sure what's been numbered and, okay. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll get discovery to you.
Leave it as scheduled. Ready to go, sir.
Thank you.
16-111, State versus Johnny Snow, possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia.
Judge, there's nothing to be done today. He's set for trial over in February, I believe. We're still trying to get things straightened out with the federal government with regard to his case that he is on probation in.
Okay, we'll leave it as scheduled.
Thank you.
Ready to go, sir. State versus Savannah Surface, possession of methamphetamine, marijuana, paraphernalia, 16-329.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. It appears you're here for an arraignment. How does she plead?
Plead not guilty, Judge. Waive reading. Request a jury trial.
Okay, we'll send out a scheduling order in your case to your lawyer. It tells when your next appearance should be so you can stay in contact with him, and you'll need a meeting with your lawyer at some point, sooner rather than later. Here you go.
Thank you.
State versus April Brown, 16-333, domestic battery and carrying a weapon.
Approach, Your Honor.
You may.
brought Glenn over. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they didn't. They brought him separate.
Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you appear here for an arraignment. How does she plead?
Not guilty.
Very well. Okay, we'll enter that plea of not guilty, and we'll send out a scheduling order in the case, so stay in contact with your lawyer, okay?
Okay.
Free to go.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Hey there, shoppers, I got something to say. You know, Liquidation Outlet is how you can save the hard-earned money you make every day. You see, we got friendly faces when you walk through the door, and prices always lower than the retail store. We got Christmas trees, phone cases, candy galore, heaters, pillows, band-aids, even locks for your door. We got appliances, toys, and furniture too. Tons of hot deals just waiting for you. You know, there's so much product I can't fit in my rhyme. Go something, shop around and see what you find at the Liquidation Outlet. The Liquidation. Check us out.
Go ahead, say it. It's a dirty job. Somebody's got to do it. That somebody's me. I'm Bruce Lovins, better known as Little Bruce with the Roof, at your service.
That was over 20 years ago. The hat has changed, but we still provide the same great service. We not only clean chimneys, we do dryer vents, gutters, and handyman jobs.
Little Bruce on the Roof Chimney Services. Call 870-688-3389 and let Bruce come to you. That's Little Bruce on the Roof. Call 870-688-3389.
Call me.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so that you know everyone is safe.
$16,240, has that been transferred? For some reason I thought that's before Judge Webb. Is that in our division?
Judge, I show that it was transferred to ours. There is a co-defendant, and it may be that his case is...
Okay.
It was Mark. Yeah.
It's for a pretrial if necessary.
Judge, I don't believe there's anything to
Okay.
on the pre-trial docket. So we just leave it as scheduled.
All right. Very well. You're free to go, ma'am. 16-331, State versus Summer Eastwood. Possession of methamphetamine and paraphernalia.
Hi, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Approach, Your Honor.
You may. Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You appear for an arraignment. How does she plead?
Pleads not guilty, Judge.
Okay. We'll send out a scheduling order, so stay in contact with your lawyer's
Okay.
office.
This one over here will give you
Aaron Smith, 16285, possession of methamphetamine, resisting arrest. Aaron Smith.
Your Honor, he is here. He's here.
Okay.
We had it mixed up all
All right. Robert Black, 16-91, possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia.
My court papers show that I had court on the 12th, and whenever we woke up this morning, we had a phone call saying, hey, you're supposed to be in court right now. I left, got passed by Boone County, and they arrested me. They said I had I guess I missed court this morning.
Where do we stand on this matter?
Judge, I believe today is pre-trial. We have a trial date in February, plea deadline in January.
That's true, Judge. There's nothing to take up today other than Black's custody status. I'm not sure what he's being held on. I think he got arrested this morning.
Right, just a while ago.
Well, let's see.
I don't believe the court issued a warrant from earlier this morning.
There was an alias one out in September.
Judge, the notes in my file may be incorrect, but I show on September 9th, the court did authorize an FTA warrant, and then Mr. Black appeared late that day, and the warrant was recalled, and he was ordered to reappear September 23rd. And then we had the same situation on September 23rd. Court authorized a warrant, but then Mr. Black appeared late, and the warrant was withdrawn. But again, those are just the notes I have in my file.
Okay, he apparently was arrested. Well, here's an arrest warrant. CR 13-217. David Osborne signed the.
That would be a district court revocation, if I was guessing, because Mr. Osborne is one of their officers.
I guess he's arrested out of district court. What the problem is?
Well, how can I get that fixed?
Because district court.
Well, can I today? Because I have a job and everything. I'm saying that the reason I overslept is because I worked last night. I only got 2 hours of sleep. And I didn't.
Judge Butlin can't do anything. We can see if we can do something about that, though. But this judge doesn't have jurisdiction.
It's a different court.
I was just saying if I could maybe speak to him today.
But we'll see if we can do something. Okay. Have a seat back there.
All right, we'll leave it as scheduled. 16-127, rather.
Sir, my attorney, he is sick today.
Judge, this is a case that Mr. Hastings asked me to stand in on.
Okay.
I believe he was asking for a continuance in this case and told the time, and I don't think Mr. Bradford had an objection to that. But Mr. Lee would do him a good service to be in touch with Mr. Pacing and get his business taken care of with Mr. Pacing before the next court date.
Yes.
I would agree, Your Honor. I was expecting Mr. Pacing to be filing a motion to withdraw his counsel, but he has instead filed a motion for continuance. So apparently Mr. Pacing is willing to continue to represent Mr. Lee. But Mr. Lee needs to do his part in that attorney-client relationship.
You see something.
And that'll be done.
You better be doing it quick.
Yes.
Jury trials
Okay. He has been sick
is
most of the week.
is
and I
Tuesday. Or I guess when's the 6th? Days 6th. Jury trial on Tuesday?
Oh, it's not on the 12th then. It's when? What date did you say?
Tuesday.
Okay.
The continuance
Okay.
motion that Mr. Payson filed was for that setting.
Okay.
You better be here Tuesday at 8:30 with your lawyer.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Stay in touch with him today.
State versus Kayla Young, 16205, possession of methamphetamine, paraphernalia, tampering with evidence.
Your Honor, this is for a change of plea.
Okay.
Ms. Young will be entering a guilty plea to the information exchange for a probated sentence.
Judge, I believe the state did file an amended information in this case. No, I apologize. It's a different case.
Ma'am, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document with your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Have you gone over these terms and conditions?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand both?
Yes.
Have you signed both of them?
Yes.
Do you understand the charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and tampering with physical evidence?
Yes, sir.
By pleading guilty, you don't get a trial, nor do you get an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Other than the recommendation the prosecutor has agreed to make, have you been promised anything? Has anyone pressured you or threatened you to get you to do this?
No, sir.
Are you pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
On or about June 9th this year here in Boone County, were you in possession of some methamphetamine
Yes, sir.
and some drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
Did you try to, I guess, flush the methamphetamine down a toilet? Is that what you did?
Yes.
This time, ma'am, I accept your plea and judge you guilty. On each felony, you're sentenced to 4 years probation. During that time, report to the probation office, obey the terms and conditions provided to you. You're ordered to pay $200 in cost, a $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, and a $20 booking fee, and also a drug crime assessment of $125. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days. And your payments are made to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Judge, since this case is resolved, we would ask that the evidence number 3 and number 4, the iPhone 6 and the Samsung Galaxy S6 be returned to Ms. Young. He has no objection to that.
If it's not being held for any evidentiary value, the state does not have a problem with that.
Well, once you set out an order that says that, if there's an additional problem, we'll deal with it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I got a sheriff question.
She'll need to report Monday, Judge, to probation, is that right?
Yes.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Ananias, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day to save. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my customer? Hi, Can you say savings? Sure you can. And I know you can say discount too. Can you say Christmas tree? I know you can, especially when it's 50% off of all trees. Can you say Santa going click, click, click across the rooftop for some Twist headphones, as seen on TV? Can you say fudge brownies? I can, and it's my favorite treat. Okay, my peeps, come save now at Liquidation Outlet for all your Christmas needs.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Kayla Bratton, 16213, non-financial identity fraud, forgery in the second degree, theft.
Judge, this is the case where the court will need to go over the plea with an amended information that was filed August 31st.
And she's going to be entering a guilty plea to that amended information, Judge.
Okay.
Approach. Those are the checks for this.
There was only 2 checks. There was only 2
Well,
checks.
I mean, everything's
Is this one ready, or do we need to recall it? Is this ready?
Yes.
Okay. State versus Kayla Bratton, 16213. Ms. Bratton, I'm looking at a police statement and some terms and conditions here. Did you go over these documents?
Yes, I did.
Did you sign both of them?
Yes.
Do you feel you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, I do.
You understand the amended charges against you and the range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty to 2 counts of non-financial identity fraud, 4 counts of forgery in the second degree, theft of property a felony, and theft of property a misdemeanor?
Yes.
Okay. When you plead guilty, you give up your right to have a trial, and you're also giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Other than the sentencing recommendations which the prosecutor agreed to make, have you been promised anything?
No, sir.
Have you been pressured or threatened to get you to do this?
No.
And ma'am, are you pleading guilty to these crimes because you're in fact guilty?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure where the amended information is. Do you know the facts here?
Yes,
basic
Your Honor.
facts?
The basis for the non-financial identity fraud counts is that Ms. Bratton was able to obtain a driver's license containing the information belonging to an Amanda Henderson, and then use that driver's license to pass some checks here in the county that were not authorized by the account holders, and obtain property through the issuance of those checks.
Okay. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
This time, ma'am, I accept your pleas and judge you guilty. On each felony, you're sentenced to 5 years probation. On the misdemeanor, 1 year's probation. You're to pay $1,628.75 in restitution, $200 in court costs, a $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, and a $20 booking fee.
Yes, sir.
You need to see probation Monday.
Monday?
Yeah. You know where the office is? Okay. I'll get you a copy of the police statement before you leave, so you can take that over there with you, okay?
All right.
You stand aside, Your Honor.
Yes. Jacob Street, 16-53, possession with purpose to deliver, controlled substances, other related charges.
I guess just tell them to report to their office Monday.
Okay. That's what was intel.
Okay.
So do we have negotiated pleas in both of these cases?
Okay, I guess he has 16-292, doesn't he? Also.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to try to get until that opens up? Thank you, sir.
Mr. Street, I'm looking at police statements in your cases. Have you gone over these documents?
Yes, sir.
Have you also gone over the terms and conditions of probation which are attached?
Yes, sir.
In case number 16-290, are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
In 16-53, are you also pleading guilty to possession with purpose to deliver controlled substances, right?
Yes, sir.
Unlawful use of a communication device, possession of drug paraphernalia, and failure to appear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. By entering these pleas, you do not get to have a trial, nor do you get to an appeal. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering these pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutors agreed to make a recommendation as to what your sentence should be. Other than that, have you been promised anything?
No, sir.
Okay, other than what's set out in this document?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you entering this plea without being pressured or coerced to do so?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are you entering your plea of guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
On or about October 10th of this year here in Boone County, were you in possession of some methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
And in January of this year here in Boone County, were you in possession of some methamphetamine and you intended to sell it to someone?
Yes, sir.
Did you attempt to make a sale, probably with a cell phone? Is that what you did?
Yes, sir.
And had some drug paraphernalia with you? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to accept your pleas and adjudge you guilty in case number 2016-290 for possession of methamphetamine. You'll be sentenced to 5 years probation, condition of which is you serve 1 year in the regional correctional facility or community correction facility, and you receive the same sentence for possession of drug paraphernalia, 5 years probation plus 1 year to serve in the community correction facility. You're ordered to pay $200 in costs, a $500 fine, a DNA fee of $250, a $125 drug crime assessment, and a $20 booking fee. In case number 16-53, for possession of a controlled substance with purpose to deliver, you're sentenced to 5 years probation plus 1 year to serve in the regional correctional facility. For unlawful use of a communication device and for possession of drug paraphernalia on each, you're sentenced to 5 years probation plus 1 year to serve in the regional correctional facility. For failure to appear, the same sentence, 5 years probation plus a year to serve in the regional correctional facility. You're ordered to pay $200 in cost, a $500 fine, a DNA fee of $250, a drug crime assessment of $125, and a booking fee of $20. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 60 days after your release from incarceration.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge, he's got 122 days credit, and he's to be released today pending a space at RCF.
Your Honor, he's in jail because of a failure to appear in 2016-53. He's been in jail for about 122 days on that failure to appear. Is this the defendant where his parents are here in the courtroom then?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's my understanding he would be residing with his parents while on probation, and the state would not oppose his release on previous bond if the bondsman would agree.
His bond.
Robert Campbell.
Yeah. So are you agreeing?
What is it, sir?
He wants you to stay on his bond till he goes to the...
I'll have to speak with his mother before I do that.
Very well, sir.
Okay.
If he's out, Judge, he needs to report to probation Monday or when he gets out. Is that? I think that's right.
I think so.
Wes, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
If he is released prior to that Monday, he needs to report to them first thing Monday.
All right. You stand aside, Your Honor.
Yes.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Hey there, shoppers, I got something to say. You know, Liquidation Outlet is how you can save the hard-earned money you make every day. You see, we got friendly faces when you walk through the door, and prices always lower than the retail store. We got Christmas trees, phone cases, candy galore, heaters, pillows, band-aids, even locks for your door. We got appliances, toys, and furniture too. Tons of hot deals just waiting for you. You know, there's so much product I can't fit in my rhyme, so something shop around and see what you find at the Liquidation Outlet. The Liquidation. Check this out.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Purpose to change our plea to that of guilty.
Your Honor, pursuant to the plea agreement and based on my review of the case, it appears to be a situation where Ms. Bradley was coming into possession of stolen property after the fact versus being an actual accomplice or participant in the actual burglary. For that reason, the state has amended or is going to amend the charge of theft of property Class D felony to a theft by receiving Class D felony. The remaining charges will be non-crossed. Co-defendant has already pled to the burglary and has been sentenced on those charges.
Ma'am, I'm looking at a police statement here. Have you gone over this document?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you have to speak a little louder for this lady here. She's
Yes.
reporting. Do you feel you understand what's in the police statement and these terms and conditions?
Yes.
Have you signed both of these documents?
Yes.
Do you understand the charge against you and the possible range of penalties if you're convicted?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty to theft by receiving?
Yes.
By entering your plea, you give up your right to have a trial, and you cannot appeal. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
The prosecutors agreed to make a recommendation regarding your plea. Other than that, have you been, regarding your sentence, I should say, other than that, have you been promised anything?
No.
You've been pressured or threatened to get you to do this?
No.
And you are pleading guilty because you're in fact guilty?
Yes.
So, in January of this year, were you in possession of stolen property knowing that it was stolen?
Yes.
This time, ma'am, I accept your plea. I judge you guilty. You're sentenced to 5 years probation. During that time, contact the probation office and obey the terms and conditions provided to you. You'll have no contact with the victims or co-defendant. You pay $200 in costs, a $1,000 fine, DNA fee of $250, $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days. And your payments are made to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County.
Okay. I wanted to ask you a question I forgot to ask this man right here, and I'm going to school and everything, and I want to know if I complete the probation without getting in any trouble and everything, if I can possibly have the ability to get it expunged one day. Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Right. Yeah, by Johnny. Yeah. Or Mom. Yeah.
Okay. Wonder why probation won't come to court.
Don't know. Judge, I suggested to Mr. Gibson that maybe Kay could give her directions to their office and with instructions to go there as soon as she leaves the courthouse.
I'll go there next to Mom's law firm, right?
Thank you.
All right, that's it? Yep. All right, thank you.
Stephen Smith in jail also?
No, sir.
No, here he is. 16-203, Stephen Smith, possession of controlled substances.
Your Honor, I've discussed this matter with Mr. Hancock and with Deputy Prosecutor Chris Carter. It's my understanding that Mr. Smith has requested to be screened for possible eligibility in the drug court program. Mr. Carter has no problem with him being screened, and so the state will agree to allow that to happen. I know Judge Webb has a docket a week from today. I don't know when they are doing their staffing or having another drug court session. But,
okay. Could I continue on the defense motion to Judge Webb's appearance on January 20th?
That'd be our request, Judge.
Okay.
That'll be fine, Your Honor.
Wes, does he need to report somewhere to get that?
I think he needs to report to the probation parole office so he can make contact with them and let them know that he wants to be screened.
Okay.
And then they can go take it from there.
Is it D that he needs to see? Or?
Chances are D will be one of the people up front that will receive him, but I believe Tammy is the one he'll need to ask for the screening.
You know where that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It'll be at 8:30 on January 7th.
Stand aside, Your Honor.
Yes.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Go ahead, say it. It's a dirty job. Somebody's got to do it. That somebody's me. I'm Bruce Lovins, better known as Little Bruce on the Roof, at your service.
That was over 20 years ago. The hat has changed, but we still provide the same great service. We not only clean chimneys, we do dryer vents, gutters, and handyman jobs.
Little Bruce on the Roof Chimney Services. Call 870-688-3389 and let Bruce come to you. That's Little Bruce on the Roof. Call 870-688-3389.
Call me.
You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it. That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present. Ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party. And we take it seriously.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Song blue, everybody.
Neil Diamond's songs have made music history. And now Keith Allen presents the best of Neil Diamond in The Diamond Image.
Sweet Caroline.
So many hits.
Everywhere around the world.
So many classics.
They come into America. Crack the rosy, big man smile.
All your favorites.
I am Mike Price.
But this great award-winning Neil Diamond tribute is not in stores.
Hello.
Make plans now to visit the historic Owen Theater in Branson, Missouri. Reserve your tickets now by calling 417-464-8497 or visit them on the web at aneildiamondtribute.com. CDs and DVDs are also available. Keith Allen's The Diamond Image live at the historic Owen Theater in Branson.
I'm Brittany. I work in the operatory. I assist the doctor and I make our patients as comfortable as possible. I've never worked for anybody that seems to care for her staff like she does and really cares for her patients. The best thing about working here really is seeing people get the smile they've desired for years and seeing the outcome of happy tears and smiles.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
Hi folks, I'm Mickey Gilly. I want to introduce you to a young man that has a great talent. He does Conway Twitty's music as good as I've ever heard it done. Mr. Mike Walker.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. You're just as lovely as you used to be.
He is a wonderful performer and a wonderful singer. And when he sings some of Conway's music, you're going to think you're in the Twilight Zone.
You've got a man with the slow hand. You've got a lover with an easy touch. Lay your troubles on my shoulder. Put your worries in my pocket. Rest your love on me a while. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear.
didn't know how much it means just having you around. Oh, darling, now I love to lay you down. I don't know a thing about love. I just kinda hang here above. Don't take it away. Love don't come easy. Yes, darling, I'm sorry. I stepped over the line. Don't call him a cowboy till you seen him ride. Cause Stetson hat and them fancy boots don't tell you what's inside. No, our love's just a circus, baby, and I am just the clown. Someday you'll gather me, but it's hardly make believe.
Conway Remembered, starring Mike Walker. You do not want to miss this show. You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it. That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present. Ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party, and we take it seriously.
Well, I love genealogy. Any genealogist will tell you, you got to know where you came from to find out where you're at. And a nephew of mine and I, we used to do a lot of traveling. When we come down here, why, they said they had a pretty good library to check on down at the museum. It didn't really do me a lot of good because I had no relatives in the county as far as that, in the state as far as that goes. But I enjoyed everybody else's history. I really think it's very, very important for the people that have lived here for years and years to have this at their fingertip, so it's so much easier to find out something when you got it, that you don't have to run all over a hill's half acre to find it. Well, I didn't realize, but we had in the cemetery here at Maplewood that we had a veteran of the Mexican War. Didn't realize that. I bet nobody else did either. And like I say, you learn more by accident probably than what you are looking for. Every once in a while you learn something.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet, so you know everyone is safe.
When I first went to the museum, Sammy Rose was the director at that time, and she was coming to the nursing home and feeding her uncle. I was going to the nursing home and feeding my mother, and she took me to the museum, and I walked in there, and of course it's nothing like it is now. I mean, it was pretty crude and really at that point, you know, and I just fell in love with what they were doing, what she was trying to accomplish there about preserving the history of Boone County. And of course, I was born and raised in Boone County. The people down at the museum, oh my gosh, they had meant more to me than anything. You know, the ones I worked with down there. And of course there was Fred Hudson, you know, and Avril, remember Avril? And I don't know, just different ones who've come in there and worked, and I just fell in love with everybody. And then the people that come in from out of town, it's amazing. So many of them I'd maybe gone to high school with, you know, or some of their family had gone to high school with. To support it, yes, because you're not getting any help from anywhere else except total, you know, donations coming from the people that come in there, and from the people that show a love for our county and our history in this area. So, goodness, yes, it needs to be supported. Kids need to become too, and they love it. Kids love it when they come. I just feel very, very strongly that the history of our county is there, right there. I think that museum is one of the best in the world, let's put it that way.
Hey there, shoppers, I got something to say. You know, Liquidation Outlet is how you can save the hard-earned money you make every day. You see, we got friendly faces when you walk through the door, and prices always lower than the retail store. We got Christmas trees, phone case of candy galore, heaters, pillows, band-aids, even locks for your door. We got appliances, toys, and furniture too. Tons of hot deals just waiting for you. You know, there's so much product I can't fit in my rhyme, so something shop around and see what you find. That's the Liquidation Outlet, the Liquidation. Check us out.
Hey everybody, I'm Billy Dean, country singer from Nashville who does a show here in Branson, Missouri. One of the things we're kind of committed to here at the Starlight is empowering kids when it comes to performance, because this is the live performance capital of the world. And we came into an organization called SIDA, which I loved sharing some of the professional music knowledge that you can't really get in college. You only get from old guys like me who've been out there doing it for a long time. And so that's kind of what we do here at the Starlight. I told my kids this, it's a noble thing. It's a very noble thing to be a musician. And that's what you are. You're musicians, and you bring a lot of joy, a lot of really wonderful things to a listening audience. Working with the kids today, I think it's a really great way to work through teenage adolescence awkwardness through music, because it takes a lot of courage to get up on stage, especially among your peers. And so I have a great deal of respect for these kids for coming in here today and doing that very thing. One of the things that we've done here in Branson, Missouri is one of the guys, Jason Pritchett, he's from Branson here. He just had a top 20 country music hits, and we were able to break his career out of Branson instead of Nashville. Also a little girl named Chloe Chanel, and she's in Nashville writing songs, about to get a record deal and about to burst onto the national scenes. The other benefit of being a musician is getting to travel and to learn about the world and life through travel, and that's something that music has given me. I was a terrible student in school. I was a person who needed to touch, feel, smell, and see things before I wanted to learn about them. And so I think SIDA does a really good job of that. If it's a job, it's something you want to do, take pride in it, outwork the other person, be the best at it. Take that pride, know that it's a good thing to be a musician. You never know, your star just might rise right here at the Starlight. It's a good place to start.
For performance information, please contact Heather Davis at